I'm going to tell you why the relationship with your unconscious is actually non negotiable. It's something that's already happening, but you just need to become aware of it, become familiar with it, and create a secure relationship within that dynamic. So, most of us are not aware that a big chunk of our lives is actually spent in the unconscious. We spend time in the unconscious while we're dreaming. We spend time there when we are not present. We spend time there when we use different defense mechanisms in order to not face the existential factors of life. And we spend time there when we try to avoid reality and go into the tools of addictions. And the obvious thing of why we're so scared delving into the unconscious is because we don't really have the conscious control there. We don't have the rules that we figured out in this conscious life, in our daily lives, that we can actually use while we are in contact with our unconscious. Because the unconscious uses the language of symbols, of archetypes, of the intangible factors, which we can't really perceive with our rational minds. And the relationship with our individual unconscious and the collective unconscious is, as I said, non negotiable. What is negotiable is our way of interacting with it and the relationship that we decide to build. And this relationship can be insecure, full of fear, avoidance, and persecution, or this relationship can become, through acknowledgement, through the development, and through the familiarity with the unconscious, it can become secure, familiar, and actually creative and productive. And how we can actually step into that second orientation towards the unconscious is to acknowledge and give space to our dreams, to keep track of them, to analyze them, and to express what was there and try to figure out if there are any correlation with our conscious life. There usually is, I would say always. To create, to allow ourselves to delve into the process of being the creator, being the artist, of using the irrational ways in which we can make things that are in the intangible realm of our psyche more tangible, more explorative, and more expressive. And through cultivating a relationship with ourselves that acknowledges that we are both the conscious and unconscious part of our psyche, and that it is important for us to delve into both of them and to allow ourselves to integrate the meaningful messages that come from the unconscious into our conscious so that we can